A win for religious liberty. A deacon in Moscow, Idaho, just won a legal battle against his city after he was arrested during this psalm singing. They're singing psalms. It was an event in 2020. Gabriel Wrench and 3 others were arrested for not wearing a mask outside while peacefully protesting extended lockdowns. Gabriel Wrench, a former deacon at Christ Church, joins us now. Gabriel, thanks for being here. So this is September of 2020. They're extending the lockdown orders. You want to worship outside, distance, but you have to have a mask on. None of that was acceptable. You were arrested. Tell us what happened to you.
Yeah, Pete, this was our third protest. We had been protesting the city lockdowns really since July when they passed it was this mask and social distancing mandate that they passed. So, and this is outside. If you were couldn't stand 6 feet apart, you had to wear a mask. So that's what happened. And so we went to City Hall to protest, and instead of throwing Molotov cocktails, we sing psalms and hymns. And the city council, we live in a liberal county in Idaho, and we're one of the only few liberal counties in Idaho. And our liberal city officials didn't like our protest, didn't like our lockdown. I was a political opponent of them. I was running for county commissioner, and I was also a religious, exercising my religious rights, and they didn't like that.
Talk to me about your win now. What has been the vindication for you? Even though it's years later, there's got to be satisfaction in getting things reversed.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating having to fight your city for 3 years to protect your own constitutional rights, and at the same time, the mayor was officiating a wedding in September while not social distancing and while not wearing a mask outside. And so they didn't even believe in their own masking and social distancing orders. And so finally, after 3 years, I won my criminal complaint in January of 2021. And then I sued my city. And then 3 years later, the federal judge awarded me a victory here. And so I feel vindicated on that side of things, but also my mayor, my city council, and the other city officials that were involved just have not recognized any wrongdoing. In fact, they've all kind of doubled and tripled down on their side of things. But the federal judge awarded me, and he even said it was egregious, and that they didn't even recognize that the city officials somehow missed my protecting my own constitutional rights in his own ruling. It was a fantastic ruling.
Gabriel, as we look back at that moment in time as Christians, people of faith, what should we vow that never happens again?
Man, if Jesus is not Lord over your life, then you're going to want to be Lord over everyone else's life. And that's what happened with the liberals. I think in a crisis, what you see is people's true feelings, people's true beliefs. And that's what happened in COVID. I'm grateful for COVID in some sense because I think, really see the true desires of liberals. And they want to rule over all. They want to be, I have a little petty, tyrannical mayor and city officials here. And so as Christians, I think we need to wake up that this is not a negotiation, that this is a real fight, and that we need to not only just preach the gospel, but live out the gospel and know that this is not a negotiation. This is city officials and liberals that really want to take over our country and take away our constitutional rights, because that's really where this is going.
We saw it in that moment. Put away your Bibles and put on a mask and comply with us, and we'll tell you when it's over. And good for people like you who stood up. Gabriel Wrench, God bless you. Thank you.